Hello, this is Jason Bates of SatelliteToday.tv. I'm here with Jeff Hill, the news editor of SatelliteToday.com. We're here at the first day of the NAB show in Las Vegas. Jeff, you had written a story beforehand about NAB's expectations for this show. What were those expectations that you remember, and what do you think after the first day?
Well, NAB put out a survey that it conducted with its attendees, and they were very strong in the fact that 80% of their survey respondents said they were here to buy, and it really pushed this as an opportunity for exhibitors here. So plus, they also said that they had sort of been recovering from a decline in attendance. It's grown 5 to 7% over the last few years for the show, and they projected the attendance level to be about 108,000. So,
well, I have to say, from walking around the floor, if it's 108,000, they weren't in the halls I was in. There were certainly a couple areas that were quite packed, but just in an eyeball view and talking to some people in certain halls, some halls have not seen those crowds yet. Some have seen pockets of those crowds. But again, just like we've seen in previous shows, what we are getting from the people at the booths is that the people that are showing up are here to buy, which I think what NAB was expecting as well.
And it's been fairly quiet too. I mean, even the halls that are crowded, you don't hear as much. Maybe it just might be all the loud exhibits and shows and the 3D HD technology presentations that are going on here. But it's definitely, it just seems to me like the audience really hasn't fully explored, the buying situations that have been promised by the show.
But I will say Jeff touched on one good point is some of the displays here are actually quite fantastic. The 3D HD technology we've seen is great. Some of the mobile TV demonstrations have moved into the next stage of not using any kind of specialized equipment, but just taking a straight cell phone from LG, a straight phone from Motorola, plugging it into their system and saying, here you go, here's over-the-air video on your mobile phone.
And, and another thing I've written about online is how this conference is very much about buzzwords. And this is my first NAB show, but I can tell you that I hear the same buzzwords, 3D HD, 1080i, and bandwidth, satellite bandwidth issues, mobile DTV. I mean, that's like, as long as you know the buzzwords, you can walk into a booth and say, hey, I mean, you guarantee that one of them they're going to have a product there for you. One of these those buzzwords.
All right. Well, this is Jason Bates and Jeff Hill of SatelliteToday.tv signing off from the first day of NAB